I see the circle. I see the circle. Welcome to the infinite world. What's my end game? There came a zero. Send here, there is a silence everywhere. No peace either. Where there is no beginning and no end. Will I be like that? And yet the words that won't go with the room my head. God, do you see the radio light? Do you hear the beautiful chant? Do you feel the tender warmth? Nothing here. Pitch black, pure white, all the same. Endless, finite. Copy that. Consuming 10 billion years in an instant, and they'll come to you without a second thought. I'm here, on the border of the circle. One after the other, over and over again, I wish a new pendulum. World I left that can't reach like that through the wall. But I can't find you with access to the back of my eyelids. Pitch black, pure white, all the same. Endless, finite. Copy that. Consuming 10 billion years in an instant, and they'll come to you without a second thought. I'm here, on the border of the circle. God, do you see the radiant light? Do you hear the beautiful chant? Do you feel a tender warmth?
All right. Hello and welcome to a bracket about nothing 89, hosted by myself, InoMancer. Joined with me today is the one and only Boomiey. ANC has taken over BAN. How are you doing today, Boomiey?
Chloe, I'm doing pretty good. I see a lot of familiar faces in this bracket. A lot of players I'm really familiar with, some I'm not, and I am excited just to see what the beginners are cooking today.
Yeah, very well said. A lot of familiar names coming out tonight to play in BAN. This is, like we said, 89th, which is crazy to think that we're fast approaching 100 BAN brackets, which is what a monument. So getting there very shortly. Still a little bit to go, but tonight is going to be pretty stacked. Like you said, a lot of big names out there. Very exciting.
And definitely, like, as you mentioned, really long going beginner bracket. So I'm excited to commentate. This is my first time commentating for this one, so I'm pretty excited. And with all these familiar faces, it's, you know, I there's a lot of people I really want to root for. No bias, of course, but only one of them is going to win tonight. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, exactly. Right. A lot of familiar names. Not everybody can win, unfortunately. You know, of course, there's always a little bias, right? But that that aside, is there anyone you're kind of keeping an eye on tonight? Anyone in particular you got a feeling?
Now somebody who I faced in bracket once, Glug or G Lug, a May player. I know they've been putting in work. They've been hard on their ranked climb. Been putting a lot of investment into guilty gear. And again, I faced them in bracket before. I know they're capable player, and they've top aided. Matter of fact, they've gotten second, and I think BAN 85 losing to Amelia player Sorrel, as you're probably familiar with. But I see a lot of faces in here that I know of are like big top eighters before. But other people I know who haven't gotten all those like sort of top 8 badges, but I know have been putting in the work. So I think it's kind of anyone's game. So I'm really just excited to see who we might have on the roster for today.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Kicking it off right away with the first match of the night. Is very fitting, right? ANC has taken over BAN, and so the first match is going to be 2 ANC players. We got Smart Dum Dum and Gearco. Going to be our first match up on stream. Smart Dum Dum coming in on the Elfelt, of course. Gearco most likely coming in on Axel. I think there's been word of other characters being learned, but I would not be surprised to see the Axel coming in.
Yeah, and I think that one's really in BAN. It's really popular. Axel making top 8 is not an uncommon thing. I think it was actually the last one was at 88, where I think it was an Axel mirror for the grand finals, which was that was. I feel like it's so rare just to find Axels out in the wild, to see them with such frequency, particularly like beginner brackets and in BAN is it's always like a treat.
Yeah, I think BAN has been hoarding all the Axel players. They're all here. And yeah, like you said, wouldn't be surprised to see some Axels getting into top 8. But we'll have to see. Smart Dum Dum, quite a crazy Elfelt player. You got to be a little bit crazy, I think, to play Elfelt at that level. So we'll have to see how this goes.
No think, only Rekka. That's what you gotta do.
Exactly.
But yeah, both the players taking the stage here, loading up for our first match. I think these players are passively familiar with each other. I think they've done friendlies with each other and whatnot. Dum Dum, really strong on the offense and gear, I know. Improving player, starting out, and just coming out swinging.
Yeah, already a crazy start. We have the round start bomb. Now you're put into the corner here. Gonna spend the RC, guarantee that wall break, and get that positive bonus here for Dum Dum.
And you see it come from Dum Dum just out of the gate. Really strong start, but Gear actually getting a big counter kit here, maybe turning things around. Does this reach? This is gonna kill.
Yep. Axel, little leggy sticking down into that super, gonna get blown off. Nice job though, calling out the round start this time from Gearco. So we go back to the zoning.
You see Gear already shifting the game plan a little bit, giving up a little bit of space just so they can run their defense a little more, but caught in the Rekka. So let's see if Dum Dum gets something started here.
Yeah, Dum Dum in the corner, gonna get that cross up with the Pineberry. Spends the burst here for Gearco to get out of the pressure. Okay. Bonbon gets blocked. Rekka gets low, gonna spend the RC here. Should be enough to kill. And yes, definitely will be.
Solid closeout of that round for Smart Dum Dum. Again, don't let the Dum Dum part of their name fool you. This player knows how to get their offense going. This person knows how to make the most of Elfelt's kit.
Oh yeah. Dum Dum, definitely not dumb. Definitely smarter than dumb. Should be smart. I think smart dumb would be more accurate.
Don't let their whimsy and their whimsical character fool you. This player is secretly evil. This person will, when they get you in the corner, they will not stop. But I'm looking for. I know Gears working hard, really good player, does know how to do zoning, do some really good defense. So I'm excited to see what kind of adjustments are going to be made going into the second match of our first set.
There's your adjustment. It's not playing Axel.
A character swap. Okay.
Switching, yeah. switching off Axel, going to Sin. Maybe a little bit better matchup here for Gear. You know, play a rushdown against the rushdown. See if it'll work out.
Once again, Burst coming out early, but a little... Okay, now Dum Dum can find themselves in the corner and swapping over.
Yeah, gonna swap out. Now Dum Dum gets the pressure. Not gonna get the wall break. DP is gonna whiff. And now you're gonna get taken across the coast wall to wall with this Elf-Elf combo. Into the wall break.
I think I might have just gotten a little bit of whiplash there. Both these characters able to take you from wall to wall easily. Right light missing, and we're just finding ourselves into a finish. So some fighting signs from Gear. I'm excited to see if they'll play it safe. Big jump in.
Nice jump in. Gonna get that corner carry. What's the mix? Gonna go overhead, gets blocked. Jabs out, whiff grab. From a mile away. Here we go, nice little conversion from Gearco. Looking really comfortable in this Sin so far.
Not wanting to give up any pressure. Burst coming out the first moment of resistance. Just excited to close out this round.
Good job pushing into the corner. Nice counter hit here. Should be enough to finish. Not quite close enough, but the front up close slash will do it. And Gearco getting around, looking very comfortable in the Sin.
So both these players starting off taking a little space. Dum Dum getting a nice counter hit, launching into their offense.
Yeah, caught there with that GZ, I believe. Into the corner we go.
Yeah, good defense from Gear, but you can only defend against Elf-Elf for so long. Oh, and a slight, yeah, that's a big whiff. Yeah, I don't think this will kill, but yeah.
Yeah, this, we are on the ropes. The super did not, choosing to BRC forward into the DP we go. This is a backdash, does not catch. I don't think. No, it's not. Okay, you're looking for a way in. Nice far slash, gonna get burst immediately. Really good poke as well on the bomb. Spending the stamina here, pushing into the corner we go. And you're dead.
Yeah. And I feel like really good adaptation character swap. I feel like Gear was able to finally come out swinging a little more that time. And one thing that I've noticed that I feel like you can still kind of see the Axel player in Gear even when they're on Sin going a lot for those sort of like those jump ins with their longer buttons.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Axel player comes out quite a few times here in this matchup. I think Gear's, representing backdash quite a bit. Could have definitely had that rounds there. Unfortunately, woke up into the super. But we'll have to see, can a change be made here? Slash chance here for Gearco.
And swapping sides back twice already.
Oh no, they tried to jab out of the Elf-Elf pressure, but the bomb went over it again.
And a little bit of damage off, but just high profiling that move one more time. Into a perfect round.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Dum Dum here. Round start gonna be smacks off, gunshot. Kick out, getting in. Spend some of the stamina here.
Gear is getting some mileage out of these jump-ins, just struggling to convert a little bit. Swapping sides again.
Nice far slash.
Dum Dum doesn't want any of it. Burst right out of that counter hit. Wants you right back in the corner so they can just put you back into the sort of Elf-Elf vortex. Oh, and the whiff punish on the DP.
Defending the blue RC there, but it's not going to work out. This is enough to kill. And Dum Dum's going to take this one 3 over Gear, who had a really nice comeback there on the Sin, but unfortunately just got caught up by those bombs a little bit too often.
Yeah, and a great showing from both players. Smart Dum Dum, not to be trifled with. This is a person who is not unfamiliar with top 80 beginner brackets, and again, putting in the work on the Elf-Elf. I've run friendlies against them a few times myself, and their offense has really come together. So again, great showing from both players. What are we looking at for our next match, Chloe?
That's a great question. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have up next. But that last match was very well played from Gear. Not at the event yet. You know, this is a double elimination, so gonna go down to loser's side. Still has a chance. And I believe our next dream match may be Waffle versus Ban the Fan.
Ban the Fan.
I'm assuming. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. And another thing I see Jorts in the chat repping up for their repping gear, their sort of Axel protege and friend. And I know that's what a lot of beginner brackets are, is just people in the chat out there repping their favorite aspiring and improving players. Matter of fact, if you're in chat right now and you're listening, if you want to type out who you showed up here for, who you're here to watch, who you think or is going to win, or who you want to win.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Obviously, like we said in the beginning, like want to root for everybody. Like even that first game, like I want to root for Gear. I also want to root for Dum Dum. Like, you know, both of these are players that are very active in my community, and you know, one of them can win. I want both of them to win, but that's not how this works. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see who's going to make it to this top 8 tonight, because it's a very stacked bracket.
Yeah, that it is. Let's see.
Anyone give any answers to who they showed up for tonight?
Oh, so of course, competing, but smart Dum Dum showing up to represent what they call Elfelt Nation. Always got to represent their fellow Elfelt players.
Anna Jorts is here for the Axel, of course. Mav probably looking. Yeah, I was gonna say probably for like Tato and Nina, some of the other ANC members.
And Proto again. Mav's also just gotta go for the other happy chaoses. Gotta go for the HC players.
Yeah, Proto been working on the HC for quite a bit. I think also playing Kai now. So lots of character diversity, lots of you know, beginner players who may have started the game on a character, like we just saw like Gear, for instance, right? Gear, definitely an Axel player, but we saw that Sin, you know, and that Sin was still pretty strong.
Yeah. And you see it a lot, where you just have somebody who's mained a character that they love or really enjoy, and sometimes picks up that backup or that pocket pit that can play a little bit stronger into those matchups that their main might not do as well. Some people, of course, Guilty Gears is full of a roster of just really fun, enticing, great characters. So it's hard to, sometimes it can be hard to pick just one. I, for one, am a Geo player, and play. She has my heart. She's all I play. Luckily, she has decent matchups overall, so I haven't had to swap. But yeah, you see, I feel it's not something you always see. I feel like beginners tend to stick with their one sort of character, but it is always fun to see people whip out the sort of pocket picks.
Yeah, I think especially in a game like Strive, where some characters just have like a very, how do I say, a very polarizing, you know, matchup spread. You know, some are like really good, and then they have like 10 really bad ones. Cough, cough, sometimes it's really nice to have like that like other character in your back pocket that you can switch to. I know you're a Giovanna main through and through, but if you had to pick up like another character, who's caught your eye? Who'd be your secondary?
I don't know. Again, I like a lot of the designs in Strive. I could see myself playing a lot of them. Because after like Geo, it's just everybody's about equal at that point. Honestly, Soul Neutral is hard but rewarding. I played Kai once, and I found that Kai's buttons feel really good, even though I didn't have a singular conversion. Mav, I'm sorry, I'm probably never gonna play the Happy Chaos. I'm not sure if he's my style. But I guess if I had to pick, it probably might be like another sort of fundamental heavy sort of character. I know, Chloe, I know you've got Amelia, and then you've also been picking up the Nago. How's that been going for you?
Oh god. Nago's weird. Nago's like the polar opposite of like what I normally play, right? Because I'm like an Eno main. I play Milia quite a bit, but I wanted to pick up something that's like just completely different than what I normally play. Um, and that is Nago, right? Like he is slow, he doesn't have a dash, he has to worry about a resource, he does a lot of damage. Like it's just the complete polar opposite of what I normally play. And it's been really challenging, like really challenging for me coming from, a very different part of the game to picking up like someone like Nago.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's made me appreciate, if not just like a little bit better at playing the neutral game. You know what I mean? Because I have to.
that's true. Yeah, and I probably is going from the squishy witch who can kind of float from one end of the screen and get crazy sort of wall to wall conversions to gotta play a little bit more patient and neutral. Big body, but somebody again, Nago does have big rewards. Um, so yeah, there probably is a big change. One thing in another thing in beginners is just we were mentioning about the axles, sort of, right? You don't see a lot of axles like in like super high like competitive play, but it feels like in beginner brackets you get to see a lot of like really fun characters you don't normally get to see, like you're in your top level, winning with like just making top eights, like just a lot of it's more of like on the player. And what their strengths are as opposed to what the character can do, because not everybody is like, people are doing wild things, they're trying out new stuff, they're trying out stuff that maybe you shouldn't do but it gets a big counter hit. And it's just I think that's what just makes it so kind of like raw sometimes. Like you get these really feral sets and you get these matchups that go like in completely unexpected ways, which I think is a lot of the entertainment of just watching beginners, because everybody's just figuring things out and making stuff work.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's ever a case, especially in the beginner scene, where you're just like losing on character select. Um, I mean, you've seen like top eight spreads, and there's one of every character. I've seen Venoms, winning beginner brackets, and it. Anyone can do it. Any character can do it. It's not really like a, my character's not good enough or anything like that. Like you can just play who you like and find success.
Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of the fun is, not having to doom so much about matchups, but just like playing for the passion of, again, like your favorite character and like a really colorful, awesome cast of characters. You did mention Venom. I remember distinctly my second ever beginner bracket I faced Empty Hound, who I'm sure you're familiar with. And he won that one, and I lost to him twice. I got sent to losers by him, and then I lost the grand final. But it was a really fun set. But it's just again, it's one of those things that it feels like it's not like a normal top eight. I can't even remember the last time I might have seen like a Venom in top eight.
I mean, in the pro scene, never. I don't
Yeah,
think there's ever been one yet. So it's it's a good time out here in like the beginner scene. It's a lot more diversity. I mean, we're gonna get two I would say fairly popular characters here with Biken and Ramethal, but it's still anyone's game.
so
Anyone can
I'm
get
not
top eight.
familiar with these players personally. What do you think we're looking at as what do we expect in this matchup? What are these players gonna have to do in the Ram the Biken matchup to make these things
Um,
work out for them?
yeah, this one's weird. I think for Biken, who's gonna have a little bit of a tough time getting in on Ramethal, has these really big buttons. You can see it right there, that JS covering so much space against Biken, who doesn't have the best like normals that reach that far, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. But once Biken gets in, she can run it, right? Like she gets to play the game really, really well.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing that here, where Simi is just winning the first round by kind of getting in the corner and kind of boxing you in there with those sort of longer range, those big old swords.
Yeah, yeah, Ramethal got them big old swords, puts you at the perfect distance all the time. Really good use there of the Biken JS to kind of poke out, but gonna get caught here. Into the corner you go. Ramethal got
And
them combos.
I think that's perfect. Like peak Ramthal right there gets you in the corner, send you through the wall, get hard knockdown, get positive bonus. But let's see, Funkawop waking up here, getting a safe jump, and actually blocking reversal. Ooh.
Yeah, it was a really nice safe jump there. Unfortunately, didn't get a huge punish for it. Might come back to bite ya, yeah. And that's going to be death here. Game number 1 going over to Simi on the Ramithal.
Yeah,
But
a really good showing from both players. It looks like Funk is just trying to like kind of test out that neutral, see what they can kind of get in. I think trying to scramble for a little bit of room, but I think they're testing it out. I think they can make this one work here. So I'm interested to see how the rest of this set is going to play out. But really solid gameplay from both players, particularly Simi. Again, just really running their gameplay on Ram.
yeah, and like I said, this is a little bit of a challenge for the Baiken to get in. You could definitely be using that 2H a little bit to get under some of these like longer buttons in neutral. JS, obviously a really good button on Baiken, as we can see here. But once you get spaced out like this, you do got to play a little bit patience. Nice use of Kabari as well there, just to kind of catch Ram.
Yeah. Players kind of shuffling back and forth, kind of testing each other in neutral. Funk getting a bit of a stronger showing, getting Simi into the corner, running their offense, and getting the kill with the tatami.
Yeah, really nice job there with the safe jump setup. Use tatami to cover you, go for a little bit of a high-low, and it worked out great. But in the corner you go. This is Ramithal, and we're gonna get back into neutral game. Unfortunate trade.
And again, Ram, really good round starts. You just got to be careful because it doesn't take much for her to get you in the corner. Getting caught by the reversal this time. Ooh.
Yeah, a little bit of a drive-by there. Didn't quite work out, but PRC's sword is going to work out. Really got the kill there with the little kicks into the corner. Tying it up 1 round apiece.
Ooh. Oh. Is this a controller or a...
Might have a controller. Nope. Just asleep at the wheel.
Okay.
Thought they won the game, but did not.
Oh. Nonetheless, no reset here. The players, I guess we're opting to play it out. Simi still taking the opportunity to get Funk into the corner. Ooh, caught by low. A little bit of a drop.
Trying to get the pick up here,
no
though.
matter.
One more Tabata. Should kill him. Yeah.
Yeah. Japanese guts, not enough to save you from the Multibato, just breaking you through the wall there. So up 2 games for Simi here. Again, I think Funk has shown that they can make the proper adjustments. I think they just need to find a little bit more footing in neutral to turn this around. They got up around at the start there. So let's see if they can find a way to get that pressure on and then just keep it going and transition that maybe into their first win for the set.
Yeah, I think it's definitely winnable for Baiken. It's just getting in on Ramithal is a lot easier said than done. See that round start far slash, it's so good. How do you get around it?
And that's true. It's just Ram really just can just win off of a good round start. Players kind of swapping positions here.
Definitely noticing a little bit of a bit of jitter here in the match. Doesn't seem
Nonetheless,
to be hurting Funkle too much here. Gonna get the wall break.
Yeah, running some good corner pressure, able to break through the wall there, get that positive bonus, but might find themselves in a similar situation as this health lead is vanishing rather quickly.
Yeah, Ramithal dishes out the damage very quickly. Gonna yell RC here to get off. Mortabato is thrown out, catching the 2H. Jumps over the sword, but same side goes on. Then gonna get 6P'd, and this should be enough to kill. Yeah, waited
Going
for the
for
burst. Did not come.
Yeah. RC going for a quick burst bait, but of course the RC there making it pretty safe to close out the round. Getting a little bit of lag here.
Yeah, it definitely looks a little jittery, but he's playing it out, so just gotta let it rock. Sword thrown out neutral. Not gonna jump into the explosion. Good work there from Funkle.
Going into the corner there. RC to keep the pressure going. Hitting Yazansen. Kawhi comes out, and this should be kill. Oh, but a little drop. That's all right. Yeah, cross up Yoey Johnson. Ever reliable tool to clean up that round.
Yeah, if no one's got me, Yo Johnson's got me.
I know Johnson got me.
Exactly. Here we go. Nice pickup here from Simi. Gonna get that wall carry. Sword overhead is gonna be the choice. Through the wall you go, not going to spend the super. Hold on to meter. Yep, of course, for the PRC sword.
Building tension, recollecting swords. It was looking bad for Funko here, but turning it around.
Try and jump out. Nice little JP there. Pressed into the mortar bottle again, unfortunately. Hit by the sword. And that's going to be enough to kill Simi. Gonna take the set 3-0, I believe, over Funko.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth there. But again, Simi really showing that I think that they just know how to play Ramlethal fundamentally and just, again, just kind of get you in a corner, find those favorable situations, and just winning out in a couple scrambles there, making really good use of those reversals. And I think that was, in the end, that was just enough to take that set in a handy 3-0.
Yeah, definitely, like I said in the beginning, a little bit of a tougher matchup for Baiken to kind of get in. But when Funko was getting in, you could see it working, right? Like Baiken definitely runs that close-up game very well. So well played from Funko. Gonna drop down to the loser side, not out of it yet. And Simi gonna move on in the winner side of the bracket.
Yeah, and the losers run is there, right? I've seen it happen before. You can get knocked out early and claw your way all the way into a victory, up until the top 8. And Funk again showing that once they do get you there, they can run some good bike and pressure. Make it to where you're a little nervous as to know to when you're gonna press a button, get a big counter hit, and they can convert off of that. But again, I just think see that ram neutral can be oppressive sometimes. That is the word I would use to describe it. It can be really difficult. But a great showing from both players.
Yeah, and if my eyes do not deceive me in my old age, it does look like we're going to be having, dare I say, another ANC showdown of Tuna Can versus Squeakle. This is going to be our first top 8 qualifier, I should say.
So, and I think we're going to be looking at a Sin and a Bridget matchup.
Yes, I would assume so. I don't know who's Squeak on now. I know she was switching around like Unica and some other stuff, but
played a bit of Unica. But last I recall, as of last GGG, Squeak was taking me to game 5 with their Bridget. So not making it easy on me. And Tuna, I believe Tuna also actually plays top 8 in that very same GGG. So this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. I know these are both really capable players.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Either way, I can say I'm happy because it's someone, from my community that's active in there, going on to get top 8 winner side. No bias at all. I would never vote against Squeakle. Ever. Let's go, Tinny. You got this. Don't tell anybody. But, anyone could win. We'll have to see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and again, both players I know have been practicing, improving a lot. And I think this one, if I have to make a weather prediction for this matchup, not necessarily on turnout, but how it's going to be played, I know both these players are really excited just to get their offense going. Which, you hear the thing is like, I didn't pay all this money to block. You know what I mean? I feel like you see a lot of that in beginners, and particularly in a little bit more of like a volatile, aggressive matchup. Like the Sin Bridget, but I'm again interested to see how this one's gonna play.
Yeah, I know Tina is a die-hard Sin main. I don't think I've ever seen Tuna on another character other than Sin, so she's on this character through thick and thin, and off to an already interesting start to the round with the command grab there for Squeak. Ooh. Nice block on the Starship. Nice punish too from Tuna. Gonna spend some of the stamina. It never ends into the RTL.
I believe this is gonna wall break. Yeah, and you hate to see it, but just one missed DP can turn into a huge health deficit for Bridget. And off this RC, I believe Tuna's gonna kill. Oh, not quite.
Almost. Yeah, there it is.
Quick cleanup. Quick reset.
Yeah, the Elk Hunt will finish it off there. But yeah, that damage was all off of DP. Really good 6P here as well from Tuna. I got the overhead in the corner. Can convert off of that still in the corner. Goes into the super. Clean hits. Through the wall you go.
And look at all that red on that health bar. Again, just one conversion. Tuna making the most of those hits they do. Getting another counter hit, I believe.
Oh, you're dead. You're
Yeah,
dead.
that's just another game.
Dead.
Wow, I didn't get to see the timer on that one. That was a fast round. And again, Bridget, very offensive character, can't afford to, just doesn't have the health to make those kinds of mistakes. So we'll see if Squeak is gonna maybe see if they can maybe find a way to keep Tuna blocking a little bit more, or B, see if they can just find a way to just iron, like, sort of buckle down on their defense. So I'm interested to see how these players are going to go into this round start in game 2.
Yeah, I think Squeak is really going to have to play a little bit safer around the Sin. Not go for so many of these like really risky moves. Paying off here in the round start.
Yeah.
As you go through the wall, get that positive bonus.
Oh, there we go.
Perhaps.
Roger coming in for a big hug. RC, little reset, losing the burst off. I think what might have been a drop.
Oh my god, Suna, really nice use of the stamina meter management. Gonna get the ball stick and positive bonus, sending it through the other side. And this health is definitely in favor of Sin right now.
Ooh.
RC will do it.
And Tuna, again, just overwhelming offense, finding that one opening just to turn a health lead into a 1 round for them.
Yeah, try to call out there with that 6P, but Squeak was a little bit too late on it. Not going to get caught by it. Tuna does have full stamina, though. Got to use some of it here for the overhead. Starship again is going to get called out. You got to be more careful with those DPs, because look at your health bar when you're not.
Okay, it's not over yet. Squeak is going to see what they can. Got a little bit of offense going.
DP is
Beating
blocked
a DP
and
of their own.
punished. RC, get off me. BRC backwards, gonna trade. There's another Starship.
Taking that space back, and now we're just scrambling in neutral to see who can close this round out.
And Tuna's gonna get it with the // counter hit. Will be enough. And Tuna doing a really good job with the spacing. Really good use of those long range normals to call out Squeak.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Squeak will showing that just like a little bit of round start, bad round start won't get them rattled. And I actually experienced this in my sets with them. This player, if you give her the time, she will turn the round around on you. We started to see that, but Tuna just wasn't having it. Closed out that round and just said not this time. And it's going to game 3.
Yeah, we're gonna go into game 3 here. We'll have to see if Squeak thinking about switching characters. Will we see a Unica pool here? Potentially,
Okay.
yeah, there it is.
The brother sister, the sibling matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Spoilers.
Oh, true. I guess I hadn't thought about dual rulers being out for a little while, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Sorry, if you don't know at this point, hey. Yeah, they're brother and sister. Time machine, I guess, stuff. But here we go. Definitely a different matchup than fighting Bridget, but Tuna.
So interested to see how the gameplay changes, swapping from Bridget to Unica here, being patient, kind of just maintaining that space. Oh, catching a little bit of throw, and now, and getting thrown right back into the corner.
Gotta hold the pressure here. Try to jump out, but not gonna work out.
Big counter hit, going to beta burst, but that's all right. Pick another one right back up into a wall break. This positive bonus. Squeak's got a lot of meter to work with here. Going BRC for BRC.
Nice block on the overhead from Tuna. Gonna get wire seed though. Back in the corner. Gotta hold the laser.
Squeak, again, very aggressively trying to use YRC just to buy that space back. Ooh, and we gotta look out for F-ing here. Gotta look out for Chip and the single 5P.
Yeah, Tuna was playing very safe there with that low life. Ended up not working out. Really good round start here though for Squeakle. Got thrown though. / punish.
Caught pressing. And again, with Sin, it's just, you get that one counter hit, you blink, and it's hard knockdown, positive bonus through a wall break.
Yeah, exactly. And the wake up overhead. Gonna get the burst out of Squeak. Now you have no protection.
Taking-
That's crazy.
Getting a bite to eat right for the face. Squeak not having it, sending straight to the corner.
Oh,
A little bit of a burst, maybe.
burst.
Just didn't wait long enough. No matter. Still going to get that wall break.
And life now is a little bit close. Tuna, though, gonna try and get in. Fire sees it, get off of me. Corner we go, and the back throw, not enough to kill even with the OTG. LRC is not gonna work, you're too far. And Squeakquel staying alive. Unica switch working out.
Yeah, so looks like Unica just able to buy that extra little bit of room to bring home the victory in that one. We'll see. Again, this might be a reverse sweep. You know, we might have spoiled the show a little bit, but this set is actually turning out to be a nail biter. So I'm inclined to see. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty there, but
Oh, you're good.
let's see if Squeak can turn the momentum around.
Yeah, a little bit of a walk back there. Gonna avoid the throw attempt. 6P trading. Huge counter hit. You gotta burst out that. Oh my god, these neutral buttons are just working out for Tuna so well here. Spacing everything out perfectly.
Yeah, and Squeak trying to play really patient and neutral, but just pressing these buttons at the wrong time. Turn this counter hit around.
6P calls out a button, and it's going to be enough to kill. Yeah, with the super.
I have to say, very impressed with Tuna's abilities just to make the most of Sin's conversions. Again, getting that hit and just not wasting any time. Look at these players. Oh, this is maybe the third back throw we've seen, just off like a little bit of missed meaty here, but this is just one. This one is really back and forth.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth. Nice conversion here. Got to spend the RC now off of Elf Hunts to get the full conversion, but gonna get the positive bonus. Jumps over the Stun Dipper.
And it's a little tense right now. Even health, both players have burst, but Squeak just one way around from losing. A bit of a trade. Oh, both waiting on each other's next move.
Always spacing these buttons really well. BRCing under the other side.
I believe that is game.
Wait, oh my god, it is. I was like, there's no way this kills. And it does. And Tuna gonna take it with the 3-1 over Squeakquel, guaranteeing her spot in winner side top 8.
Wow. Yeah, that was the sibling matchup. That was an interesting one. So again, we were talking about it earlier, but I'm always interested to see what the character swaps do. And we saw one player swap to Sin and one player swap against the Sin. You know, from the Bridget to the Unica, and you get a completely different turnout. Now I mentioned this matchup before. Glug or G-Lug, I'm actually still not exactly sure how to say it. I know this person, very formidable May. They've top 8'd in BAN before. Well, actually, even got making as far as grand finals against Sorrel. Putting a lot of work on the Milia. So I'm interested to see what kind of gameplay sort of adaptations they have made over time to sort of, maybe just sort of dial down on their offense, the defense. I'm excited to see. I think this player is going to go far today, so I'm really excited to see what they have in store. Who are they fighting today? Let me look at the bracket.
Yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at that match after we restart stream real quick. So I believe Tyga's going to do that real quick. So we're going to go down for a second, be right back with you guys. Please bear with us while we restart stream and fix those technical issues.